Measure O is what that measure is known as, and while it is set to go into effect June 21st, both the city councilors that I talked to as well as the mayor say don't expect anything to change overnight. This is one of Sacramento's biggest issues, and it's going to take some time. Down trees like this are the concern from the county, blocking the roadway from the camp in case of emergencies. But even if it floods, those that live here say they know how to get out of it. A good reminder, all fireworks in Sacramento County are illegal now, whether they're the safe and sane ones like this one or the big ones which we found on the side of the road. They are all illegal. It really was an all-day effort with dive teams going down, marking where those cars were and alerting those on the surface, and then from there they were towed away. There's still a hole from where it pierced the roof, and the daughter of the man that lives here tells me she's just frustrated with how long this took, and now she's wondering how long will it take to get that hole fixed. This is still a very active investigation, and they have confirmed that this is a homicide investigation. I'm going to step out and show you exactly what's going on. Police tell us at least 2 officers did fire off rounds in this situation. Right now, we don't know the status of their jobs, and they say the vehicle that was involved in this situation has been taken into custody for further investigation. The plan for this 11 acres was approved back in 2021 with the hopes of bringing more people to Roseville and a boost for the economy. The big celebration leading up to the actual playoff tip-off tomorrow. We're going to take you inside, and this is kind of what you can see. It's super cool. They've got these digital screens showing some of your favorite Kings players in here, and that is just the entryway.
This is definitely a family-friendly event. We've been out here for quite some time. I'm having a great time out here, for sure.
It wraps up a little earlier on Sunday. It wraps up at 11 o'clock. So if you got time to come check it out, ride some of these rides like I did, come on out here. Things kicked off here around 3 o'clock. As you can see behind me, they have African drums out here. They're teaching people how to play. And the organizers of this event say not only is this important to celebrate Juneteenth, but it's also important to educate people on what Juneteenth even is. I have Kevin Kiley here with me right now. Talk to me about what the mood is, the atmosphere, how you're feeling right now. According to those that live there, nearly 45 people call Bannon Island home.
They told us out of sight, out of mind. This is out of sight, out of mind. To me, it is.
Now Sacramento County is asking those people to pack up and leave.
And so there's a lot of things there that make it unsafe for people to live in and even for people to recreate in, and which is why it's being closed.
Down trees like this are the concern from the county, blocking the roadway from the camp in case of emergencies. But even if it floods, those that live here say they know how to get out of it.
It's a flood. We know how to get out. We got makeshift boats and everything. We got boats. We get out and get out of here.
The county says they haven't had a chance to clean up the damage left behind from the storms back in January.
In order to clear that area and keep people safe, it is being closed completely, not just to campers, but to anyone who wants to use the parkway. And so that fire and personnel can get in there safely and also do the debris removal, the tree removal that needs to be done in order for that area to be accessed again.
Leaving many there questioning where are they supposed to go now.
I don't know what to do now. I don't know what to do. You know what I'm saying? I really don't.
The county says they are aware of the lack of affordable housing.
We also have a duty to the people who are camping there, that are living unhoused, to try and provide them an alternative. And we certainly don't have enough space for everybody that wants it, but we continue to engage with people to offer them alternative services.
For now, those living there say they're staying put.
I know we should probably be on the river. They probably don't look right nice on the river from the boat standing point of view, but okay, we can push it back a little bit further. You know what I mean? Or something, put a net up or something. We don't have to, you know, it's just, I think we deserve to stay here.
In Sacramento County, DeNeeka Hill, KCRA 3 News.
They know that this is a prime target because after a certain time, there really is nobody here. Mine's right here.
Constance Hill says she's been a customer at the post office near Florin and Watt Avenue for over 10 years.
This is the worst. I have never seen this my entire duration of being here. It hurts my heart because this is really has been a good area to have, you know, your mail come to.
U.S. Postal inspectors say there has been numerous P.O. box break-ins at this location, and Hill says she's been a victim of that crime.
I've lost some merchandise, and I'm not the only one. And what it is that you don't feel secured.
Mail theft is a federal crime that comes with a serious punishment.
These are ongoing investigations. These are federal offenses. Potential penalty of up to 5 years in federal prison, up to $250,000 fine.
Postal Inspector Jeff Fitch says the latest break-in happened just over a week ago.
We're constantly assessing security, and that's something working with the postal management and the employees will determine if any upgrades in security.
But Hill says there's no question something needs to be done.
This is people's personal livelihood, their credit cards, medical, their bills, whatever it may be, it doesn't really matter. It affects us all.
Those impacted receiving this letter in their boxes urging them to check for fraud.
If you see something on a credit card statement or a check statement for transactions that you did not make, contact us.
Leaving some paying customers on edge.
It's like an urgency now, an urgency. And I never had that before. Before I'm like, okay, if it's there for a day or two, it's all good. But now it's like, oh no, you got to get there today because there's no guarantee that my mail's going to be here.
And the inspector that I talked to today says there is no suspect information at this time. Now, they say there is a $10,000 reward for anybody that has information that may lead to an arrest.
My first taught in is room 16, but it was here my first time someone told me I was going to be a teacher was my 7th grade teacher.
Mike Huss never knew that he wanted to be in education when he was just a student at Ione Elementary.
I remember Mrs. Collier telling me, "You're going to be a great teacher someday," and I laughed at her. Not going to happen, but here I am.
But now Huss is the principal at the exact same school.
Jimmy, be honest, how am I doing as principal? I was really looking forward to teaching 5th grade again this year, and they reached out to me and said, "We think you're the leader the school needs." That was very humbling, and it brings chills just to say it.
Making the move to administration after 19 years as a teacher, but starting out as the school's janitor 30 years ago, a career he credits to a push from family and friends.
I wanted to show my young son, he was 3 when I went back to school, that if your dad can do this, if your dad can be the school janitor, I was coaching youth sports, maintain a good grade point average, and become a school teacher, you can accomplish anything in this life, son.
It's that drive that makes Huss an inspiration to everyone he encounters.
I think it's neat when people can stay in their community and there's opportunities like this.
Melanie Cortez, office administrator and another former Ione Elementary student, says the only downfall to the transition is actually keeping Huss in the office and not in the classroom.
The kids aren't used to seeing him in the office, so we have kids come in all day long. Is Mr. Huss busy? Is Mr. Huss busy? And so we've had to kind of say, okay, let him answer emails, let him answer, the important stuff in there.
You're awesome.
No, you're awesome.
No, you're awesomer.
But for Huss, it's just the opportunity to change a child's life like someone did for him.
Believe in one person every day that you're here. Help them see themselves in a different light, because that's what people have done for me my whole life. And that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to help students believe in themselves, that they can accomplish great things if they just stay the course.
So SMUD is warning all of its customers to be prepared for more outages, and the reason is because of like this behind me. Trees were knocked down in that last storm system that we saw, and they're expecting to see even more of this. Both agencies tell me they're watching the forecast close and bringing in extra crews. We know back in January we saw strong winds that knocked down trees into homes, leaving damage behind like this. Gate is the main exit for you to turn around here. We'll tell you a little bit behind us. As you can see, this is just kind of become a traffic backup. They are allowing emergency workers to come through at this time, but to the public, it is not open. So avoid this area if you can. There is no other route. That's what CHP has been telling people. These roads are closed for a reason, and it's just because it's simply too dangerous at this time. As you can see here in this neighborhood, most of the driveways have already been shoveled out, as well as the roadways here, which is handled by the city. In North Sacramento, live in South Sacramento, live in Lodi, here in Davis, in Applegate, in South Lake Tahoe, DeNeeka Hill, KCRA 3 News. DeNeeka Hill, KCRA 3 News.